Hey guys, welcome back to the Hat House. Appreciate you tuning back in. Today's video, we've got a lot of sales and we've been pumping out a lot of videos this week. I'm going to continue to put them out. But our favorite part about doing YouTube is
the questions, definitely.
Yeah, Mary likes going through the questions and we get some really good ones. So keep making sure you drop them down below in the comments and we'll keep answering them on our videos. Today's question came from
Florida native.
What did Florida Native 59 say?
They wanted to know if it was worth the time and hassle to cross-list because it seems like not very many of our sales come from other platforms.
And that is true. I mean, when we do a sales video, you'll see that maybe we sell 25 hats to eBay, and then maybe we'll have one or two hats that come off on another platform. And so today in this video, we're gonna go into how much did we actually make through December, how many total sales dollars, and then some of the costs that go along with us getting those sales dollars, because we do use Vendoo and it is
$60 a month.
Yeah, 60 bucks, but it is super easy, and that's the reason why we continue to use it. It's just a few clicks on each item to get it onto the other platforms. So stay tuned. Let's get to the hat sales right now, and then we'll show you how much we made on cross-listing this month. Hey guys, before we get to the sales, I did want to let you know also in this video, we're going to show you how we're going to get Vendoo free for almost a year. Right after we got done shooting this video, we read an email that came from Vendoo about how to get the rest of the year free. We're going to go over all that with you in the end of this video as well, after we kind of show you the sales and what it's done for us so far this month. All right, guys, first up was this UNLV hat, and they just played Kansas in the bowl game. I don't know how much y'all pay attention to college football, but around here, we watch it all the time. Quite the controversy in this game, too. A little bit of controversy with UNLV. Some people think that they were, the line moved on the game quite a bit. I think it moved like 6 or 7 points in the last few hours before the game started, and then there was like almost 200 penalty yards called against Kansas when they played them. So there's a lot of conspiracy theorists out there that think that maybe somebody had some inside information and paid off the refs. And that wouldn't be the first time that the University of Las Vegas has been embroiled in such controversy. But either way, controversy or not, I'm glad we sold this hat. $16. It was basically new. Still had the cardboard in it. Nice Nike hat. Next up was Minnesota Vikings. This was a perfect condition. Went for 20 bucks. It was the AJD Super Stripe hat. These typically go between 20 and 30. $20 on this one. They got a great deal. Nice vintage 70s, early 80s Super Stripe AJD. Next up was a Patagonia hat that went for $32. And it's faded. And it's obviously been worn and worn and worn. It wasn't too dirty on the inside, but it was 5-panel. It was different. And like I tell you on the Patagonias all the time, we're looking for different. And this was 5-panel, had a different logo on it. $31. Happy with that sales price on a faded hat. Great sale right here. Next up was a Nike golf hat, the Vapor RZN. Didn't have the size in it, so that's why I went ahead and just took $12, but I approximated about the large, extra large. Next up, Mary said she knew this one would sell quickly. I didn't, but it went for $16. It was a blank, just all mesh trucker hat. We're selling the blanks again. They're starting to go pretty well. Don't pass up the blanks for $1 or $2 that are in great condition. They will sell usually pretty quickly. This one sold in about a week. Next up was a vintage Washington Redskins script hat. This one went for 50 bucks. I think I actually bought it for around $40 as well. I decided to go ahead and sell this one. It's nice to get some cool things in your store every now and then. So sold it for 50. This was the good one. It was wool, sports specialties, script Redskins. They got a great hat right here. Next up was a vintage gun control funny trucker hat right here. Even missing the mesh inside or the foam inside. Still went for $15. Pretty funny gun hat. Next up was this pink North Face hat. Went for $15. Really good condition. Almost like new. Tags look good in it too. 15 bucks. Next up, regular Hurley hat. Went for 10 bucks. Just a regular flex fit Hurley. Next up was this Bird Dogs kind of golf hat. And this is usually a pretty good brand of golfing hats and apparel to look out for. This one went for like $17, but there's some good prints and some good ones that can go between the 20 and 30 range. Had this one for a while. Just don't think it was the most desirable logo on it. Next up was this vintage trucker hat. These are the ones I try not to pick up as much anymore if I'm picking them up on my own. This is like Miller's Sand and Gravel. Took forever to sell for $10. And I really just prefer to get the ones that have the patch on them. The patch sell for more than these style of trucker hats, but $10 took forever, and you're just kind of waiting on that one person that might be from Alabama that will pick it up. Next up was this nice winter kind of felt fleece crown cap. They make a good quality hat. This one was size 7.5 to 7 5/8. Nice winter with the ear flaps. Went for $17. Next up was this Star Kid hat, and my Whatnot flip hats are starting to sell. This one went for like $31, $32. I think my average buy cost on a lot of those hats was around $6 to $10. I think I have about $10 into this one, so 10 into 32 is good. And I just knew that this one would sell, and that's why I picked it up. The buyer said this was their favorite movie, Star Kid. I have never met anybody that had actually seen the movie before, but when I saw it, I knew that it would sell. And there was another one on the market too that was like they were selling theirs for $25, but I knew that it was more than a $25 hat. It would go between 30 or more. I had it priced up around 50, but took the 30. And really happy with the sale. I'm glad somebody got their favorite movie. If anybody's seen this movie, let me know. It's supposedly like a B movie, so in the 80s, yeah, and it looks kind of cheesy, but maybe it's somebody out there's favorite movie. Next up was this United States Marine Corps hat. This one took a long time to sell too, it felt like, and it only went for $9. It was vintage, but I just don't think this was a very desirable style or not very desirable logo on it. Next up was this Universal Studios hat. Went for around $10, but it is going international. So somebody paid more for the shipping than they did for the hat. So I hope they really like it. Next up was this Big Green Eggs. I guess they make these grills. I didn't know that until I looked it up. Never seen a Big Green Egg grill, but I guess this one hat went for $11 and somebody really likes them. Next up was this vintage Champion hat. Went out for $12, and I know this one is vintage. It was made in USA by New Era, but the Champion stuff is just not selling for a very high price right now. It's pretty mass produced anymore. And the vintage stuff, I just don't find that it has that great of resale value. But if you've experienced different, let me know, because I know a lot of people say to pick up the Champion vintage stuff, but it just doesn't do well for me. Next up was a Chicago Bulls hat. Had in my store forever. Went for $6. Size 7.25 fitted, and it had this had some kind of rough spot here on the bill as well. $6. Get it going. Next up was this I think Oakland Raiders. I think this was Oakland Raiders, not Las Vegas. It went for $12. It was the newer sports specialties. It was in the Velcro back, so not very desirable. $12 on the sports specialties. Kind of disappointing, but these are not the most desirable style. And next up was a Denver Nuggets. Went out for $11. Just glad to get rid. This was vintage, and just glad to move the NBA stuff, especially this style and fitted. Just doesn't sell very well or very fast. Had this one forever as well. Glad it's gone for $11. And then last up, we had a combined order for about $30. This was like a real life, or is it real life?
It's Real Legends.
Real Legend. Kind of had a hoodie, shirt, and then two hats, two hunting hats. We had just a regular camo hat. It was just a basic brand. and then this dry duck with the deer embroidery on the side. $30 for those 3 items. I will take it. Okay, so how much do we make on each platform besides eBay in the month of December? First up was Poshmark. And how much did we make on Poshmark?
Poshmark was around $330.
Yeah, and it seems like they make it the hardest to figure out our sales dollars because we had to download this spreadsheet right here, and then we had to kind of figure out what sales were in December. But so we did how much?
$335, I think.
$335 on Poshmark, which not too bad, but that was actually the lowest. The next up, we also cross-list on Mercari, and we did how much on Mercari?
We did around $505.
$505 on Mercari, and I'll put that up here as well, so you can take a look at their dashboard. Is a lot easier to figure out how much you're making. Just one click, and you can change it to the last 30 days. And then the last one that we have is Depop.
And it was $481.
$481 on Depop, which gave us a grand total of
$1,321.
So about $1,300 on all 3 platforms for the month of December. And then, like we said, you got to take out the $60 that we pay for the cross listing. And then also that is just the total sales dollars, of course. That's not, we charge shipping on all those platforms. So some of them may have the shipping charge in them, like Depop would have the shipping charge on top of it. Poshmark and Mercari kind of automatically pay for the shipping. So that will factor in a little bit in those sales numbers. And then also the fees that are on those platforms as well. But you can tell it's probably worth our time. It probably comes out to, if I want to do all the math and get down to it, probably, if you even take half of that, $600 to $700 a month that we make by listing on those platforms as well. Is that more than we would have made on eBay if we would have left the item there? I don't know. Some days I feel like it kind of bails us out with 3 or 4 extra sales that we get, and makes our day kind of even out. So you can kind of decide. They have different plans. I think they have like a $30 and a $40 plan, but we go for the $60 plan because it gives us 600 items. Yep. 600 items that we're able to cross list every month, but we got to use them. If we don't use them, you kind of lose them. So we've hit, how many have we done so far this month?
This month I think are at like 585.
Yeah, and I always leave a few left over for items that I want to just list on those other platforms. So we'll get really close to hitting our goal for this month, all 600, and then January 1st we'll start all over again and start cross-listing again. So great question. Glad we could share those numbers with you, kind of let you know if you added it to your business, what you might be able to expect. But for us, I think we're going to keep going, at least for the next few months, and keep cross-listing and keep trying to grow those other platforms because it is a great way to increase the sales. All right, guys, one more exciting update before we get out of here. Right as I left, we were getting ready to leave to go to the post office. I got a really cool email from Vendoo, and this was not contrived. We did not conspire to do a video about Vendoo and then talk about this. It really is a surprise that we got this. But supposedly, Vendoo is giving away 1 free year, or starting from January. If you complete all these tasks that we're going to show you on this email, you get 1 free year of Vendoo for the rest of the year. So it's really exciting, and Mary's going to kind of go through what it says in the email, and you want to check your email, and maybe it's only to people that have already signed up for Vendoo, so make sure you check your emails if you have anything from Vendoo, or you may go to their website, and you can always get there by following our link. It really helps us. It is an affiliate link in our bio, but you can follow that link and you can get to Vendoo there. But if you already have Vendoo, make sure you check your email to see what this email says, so you can get your free year of Vendoo as well. So let's check it out. Okay, Mary's going to kind of go through the email and give you the highlights.
Okay, it just says that you can get your subscription totally free for the rest of the year if you complete the 2024 challenge. You need to post daily for the month of January, every day, and it has to be a still post, no stories or anything like that. And you have to tag Vendoo with Sell More with Vendoo hashtag. And then if anyone that completes the challenge will get the full free year of free Vendoo.
That sounds like a really great deal. So let me know, guys. What do you guys think? Are you gonna do this? We definitely are gonna do this because that, like we were talking about, that $60 a month is a lot. And if for 11 months of $60, what is the math on that? $660. That's definitely going to be worth our time to put out one post on social media every day of January. So really cool deal that they're doing. And then I hope it all works out. I hope we do it right. I might actually post on, I might do Instagram and do Facebook just to make sure that there's no hiccups. And I think I can even schedule those posts. You can go into Meta Business and you can schedule those posts. I could get them all written up in a day and then have them ready to go and then schedule them to go live every day, which might save us a little bit of time too. But let me know if you guys got the email. It's really exciting. And then if you could, follow the link in our description if you want to sign up for Vendoo. Like we showed, it's really awesome. It really helped our sales, and it's really exciting that they're doing this for the community to help them get it free for the rest of the year. So let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, we got everything packaged up. We're ready to head out to the post office, but I hope you didn't think that I was going to get out of here without mentioning Mary's hat today, because we do have the Alamo Bowl tonight. The Sooners are going to be playing in that, and Mary's got her Nike OU hat on, which is for good luck. So hopefully we do really well tonight. Really excited about that. And until next time,
make sure and like the video so we can reach more hat lovers like you.